I know you have so much to say about this 42-page PowerPoint presentation, so take it away, Steve.
Well, Jane, I think the words to look at here are spreadsheet and viral, viral, so to speak. And the irony here is that if I did this, or any guy did this, we would never get any television time. It would be pigs, dogs, would be publicly stoned. But a woman does this. It's just another example of misogyny. Yes, not misogynist, misogyny. And this girl is an idiot. No guy's going to want to sleep with her unless he's going to try to rank up there higher than these other guys. I just don't think she should get a book deal. I don't think there's enough content there. She needs to sleep with another 100. And the movie
really?
deal,
Let me just say this, Steve. I gotta say this.
She's an idiot.
I'm not defending her. I mean, honestly, it was compelling reading. And I'm not kidding you. I had to pull away to get down to the studio. But I do feel that there are, two double standards here. You're talking about one double standard, but what about the double standard that she says in her own defense, Stephanie Miller? This has been done for eons by guys. Frat guys are always making lists and ranking women and putting notches on their belt and their bedpost, and she's just basically evening the score.
Right, and I agree with you, Jane, that these guys got what was coming to them. However, eons ago, there wasn't the internet, there wasn't Facebook, and there wasn't all this explosion of defamation of character. I'm happy for the guy that ranked #1. He's going to be set for life. But the other guys,
you can't have it both ways, Steve. Stephanie Miller, weigh in on this.
I can and I do.
You know what, I'm with you, Jane. I had to read it 20 to 30 times before the show to realize how really, truly disgusted I was by the whole thing. But that being said, seriously, I agree with what your first guest said. I think, if you're going to be a feminist, I think you've got to agree with him that it's really true. There is a double standard. And I'm a privacy advocate. I think that this ties in a little bit with the tragedy at Rutgers. I don't know whether it's social media or reality TV, but the people think, everybody has a right to know everything about you, and I don't agree with it.
Well, I'm going to go to my big issue tonight, and that is double standard. You talk about if a guy did this, oh my gosh, they'd be stoned. But guess what? There is a guy that is named Tucker Max, and he is the New York Times bestselling author of I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. All right? I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. And in that incredibly popular, best-selling book, which has been made into a movie, he talks about his thousands of sexual adventures while attending Duke Law School. Okay, so there he is doing the exact same thing, Jeff Brown, and he got a bestseller. They're making a movie. He doesn't seem to be wearing a scarlet letter.
No, in fact, they did a movie on this, and he's portrayed as a hero, and everybody's applauding him and laughing at it. Where is there this understanding that if you decide to do a hookup, there's some code that you can't talk about it or somebody can't mention it? And you know what? Guys do it all the time. And I'm a guy, and I'll tell you right now, guys have been doing this for history. She did it. It's small potatoes compared to what men have been doing. And you know what? This is a buyer beware type situation. Be careful who you hook up with, because you know what? This can happen.
All right, I hear a rumbling from the deep voice Steve Santagata.
First of all, ladies are still supposed to act demure.
Oh, please.
Number two.
Oh, that's
number two. Yeah.
You're going to get my gavel.
Hold on. Number
Demure?
two. Any guy.
That's in your mind, dude.
That goes up. Any guy that's so insecure that has to go out and brag about his conquests is not going to be getting any in the near future, because girls don't like that. And number two, he's not a bad boy. He's not
on the other side. More debate. More debate. What it is tonight, a kiss and tell goes viral. Duke student Karen Owen created a 42-page PowerPoint presentation about her college sexual conquest. She included photos of the guys she slept with and rated their sexual prowess and their equipment on a scale of 1 to 10. Tonight, Deadspin.com posted the guys' photos and names, and some of these guys are furious, and we are blurring the faces of these men for obviously their privacy, but a lot of people on the internet are seeing this. Melinda, West Virginia, your question or thought, ma'am?
Hi, I have a comment, Jane.
Sure.
Okay, I find it somewhat empowering that she does this, because guys in college have been doing this for years, rating women by stars on their notebooks. And, the only difference, it seems to me, is hers is more detailed and called a thesis. You know,
Yeah.
and with men, it was always shared between men amongst their friends. But
I have to say, the caller makes a good point. And Stephanie Miller, it's clever. It's cleverly written. If it was just, I'm not applauding it. I think it's a bad idea. I think that sex is between two people, and it should be about intimacy, and it should be a communication that is not a performance. So I think it's messed up psychologically, but it is very entertaining to read, Stephanie.
It would be better if it were a pop-up book, Jane. But, you know, I agree with you. It's why they call it a private life. It's supposed to be private. I just feel like we're in this age of oversharing. You know, it's like, it's like Twitter. I don't care what you had for breakfast or your bowel habits. And I disagree with your other guest about, oh, you be careful who you sleep with. Oh, you should have a reasonable expectation that your penis size is going to be discussed on the internet if you sleep with someone. I mean, what have we come to?
But pick your partner better. Pick your partner. Don't pick someone that's going to talk about it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
how do you know someone's going to make a PowerPoint presentation about your penis?
Because you date them, maybe you spend some time getting to know who they are as a person and get to know their character. That's why maybe the hookup isn't a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, is this karma kickback? These, from the ones I read, and I can't characterize, but the ones I read, these were just casual hookups after a night of drinking, and this was what the ultimate casual sex, Steve. So maybe it's a karma kickback.
Yeah, but you're making a big mistake here. You're saying that guys have only been doing this for years. Women do it for years. The difference is they do it amongst themselves because we're studs if we sleep with a lot of girls. You're tramps if you sleep with a lot of guys.
But that's your old thinking. That's your old thinking. I think that has changed, and that's why this woman, instead of being ashamed, is bragging about it. And I'm not applauding it again, but I don't think that old Madonna whore thing is still in operation.
It only changed on the surface.
It's not even a gender thing. It's not even a gender thing. Just because we have high-tech tools that help us be bigger idiots doesn't mean that we should be.
She's right. She's right. It's a class thing. It's just people being morons. Just do what you're going to do. Keep your mouth shut about it. And, you know, if you want to do a PowerPoint presentation, I'm available.
I'm going to say that I really don't think Women's Lib is imitating the worst habits of the opposite sex.
No.
And we're going to leave it at that, but I want to thank you, fabulous panel. I got to go finish off that PowerPoint presentation.